You stop at a light and feel your engine shudder, the steering wheel vibrates and the car seems unsettled. But when you check the dashboard, there's no check engine light, no warning at all. That's because your car's computer, the ECU, only alerts you to major consistent problems. Smaller issues, like a vacuum leak or dirty sensor, can cause rough idling without triggering a warning. These subtle problems often go unnoticed, but a rough idle is your car's way of asking for help before things get worse. In this guide, we'll show you simple steps to diagnose and fix a rough idle, no mechanic required. Let's get started and get your engine running smoothly again. Start with a thorough visual inspection. This is your first and most important step when diagnosing a rough idle. Take your time and really look over the engine bay, paying close attention to anything that seems out of place or unusual. Many rough idle issues are surprisingly easy to spot if you know what to look for. Look for obvious signs of wear, damage, or anything that just doesn't look right. Carefully check all vacuum hoses for cracks, splits, or loose connections. Even a small leak in a vacuum hose can cause your engine to run poorly or idle roughly. Next, inspect the engine air filter. If it's dirty, clogged, or looks like it hasn't been changed in a while, replace it with a new one. A clean air filter is essential for proper engine performance. Examine the battery terminals for any signs of corrosion. Corroded terminals can cause electrical issues that affect how your engine runs, so clean them thoroughly if needed. Make sure all electrical connectors are secure and properly attached. While you're at it, look underneath the car and around the engine for any signs of fluid leaks, which can point to bigger problems. Sometimes, a loose wire or a simple leak is the culprit behind a rough idle. These small issues are easy to overlook but can make a big difference. The best part? This inspection costs nothing but a few minutes of your time, and often reveals the root of the problem before you spend money on parts or repairs. Don't overlook the basics. Many rough idle issues are fixed right here, just by tightening a connection or replacing a simple part. If everything looks good and you haven't found any obvious problems, you're ready to move on to the next step in diagnosing your engine. Remember, simple fixes can make a huge difference in how your engine runs. Sometimes, all it takes is a little attention to detail. Always rule out the obvious before diving deeper into more complex diagnostics. A careful inspection now can save you time, money, and frustration later on. If the basics check out, focus on the air-fuel balance. The mass airflow (MAF) sensor measures incoming air. If dirty, it sends bad data and causes rough idle. Clean the MAF sensor with a dedicated cleaner. Never use harsh chemicals. Clogged fuel injectors can also disrupt the mixture. Try a fuel injector cleaner in your gas tank. The fuel pressure regulator keeps fuel delivery steady. If it fails, idle suffers. Look for fuel leaks at the regulator's vacuum hose as a sign of failure. These steps address most subtle air-fuel issues. A clean sensor and proper fuel flow are key to a smooth idle. If the problem persists, keep investigating. Dirt and carbon buildup can choke your engine's idle. A dirty throttle body restricts airflow. Clean it gently with throttle body cleaner. For electronic throttles, don't force the plate. Use the gas pedal to open it. The PCV valve vents crankcase gases. If clogged, it causes vacuum leaks or pressure buildup. Replace the PCV valve if it's old or doesn't rattle when shaken. These parts are cheap and easy to service. Cleaning and replacing them often restores a smooth idle. Don't underestimate the impact of a little grime. Regular maintenance here prevents bigger problems. Keep these components clean for long-term engine health. If air and fuel are reaching the engine, the next thing to check is the ignition system. It creates the spark that ignites the air-fuel mixture, so any issues here can cause rough idle or misfires. Worn spark plugs or bad ignition coils are common causes. Remove each spark plug and inspect for wear or deposits. If they look old or dirty, replace them. Always use the correct spark plugs and set the gap to spec. An incorrect gap can cause weak sparks and rough running. If your car uses ignition coils, try swapping them between cylinders. If the problem moves, you've found the bad coil. Fixing ignition issues is often simple and can restore a smooth, idle, and reliable performance. Still have a rough idle? Time for advanced diagnostics. Use an OBD2 scanner to check live data. Fuel trims reveal hidden issues. High positive fuel trims suggest a vacuum leak or weak fuel system. A smoke machine can quickly find vacuum leaks. If air, fuel, and ignition check out, test engine compression. Low compression in one cylinder points to mechanical problems. If you've checked everything and the problem remains, it's time for a pro. Share your findings with your mechanic to save time and money. You've done the groundwork. Now let the experts finish the job. With the right approach, even mysterious rough idles can be solved.